Over his shoulder a little bit, but Pedersen says he needs more speed. They've been tweaking the bike. He's got the inside gate, which will be an advantage. Needs speed here.
Very much so. It's Pedersen off the inside. Troy Batchelor going off gate number 2. Matty Zegar 3.
Inside gate. He'd dearly love to win this race and finish with 10 points.
Gate number 18 it is, and he's made a good one, Nicky Pedersen, but so has Zegar. Zegar now is going to hit the dirt and try and get the drive around the outside, but Pedersen hangs on. Pedersen has the lead. Look at Doyle and Zegar!
Oh! Big crash!
Big crash down the back straight going into turn 3. Well, let's hope they're going to be okay, these boys.
Doyle made a strong move there. Pedersen had made a good start.
Well, they just really winded on here. No room there. Nicky goes down. Matty can't avoid him.
His front wheel's taken away by Doyle coming up the inside, Nigel.
So Doyle's...
Clips him there, goes straight down.
Oh.
Doyle, and then Zagar's got no choice as well. It was a really, really tough move from Doyle. Doyle's alongside there, a little bit of contact with Zagar, but he just wipes out. And no surprise to see the exclusion light of Doyle go on. Doyle, unfortunately, just a little bit over-eager there. Shame. Fingers crossed for the two fellas on the floor. Really tough fall.
So the starters in tonight's final: Greg Hancock, America, red gate 1. Maciek Janowski, blue gate 2. Jason Doyle, white gate 3, the Aussie. And the Dane, Niels Christian Everson, yellow helmet colour gate 4. Underway in the final. Doyle got a good start. Oh, Doyle! Oh, no! Oh. A huge incident on the first corner. 3 riders down. Hancock is up, and he's running over to check on the welfare of Jason Doyle, who's also... Let's have a look at some replays now. Take it away, Jason.
Let's see what happens. Doyle got a flyer. He's across Hancock. Oh, there's a bit of it. Oh, their bikes might have locked together. Jason Doyle has taken a very, very nasty hit, and I would say Jason Doyle's probably suffered some injuries there to his right leg.
Yeah, looking at that replay again, you're quite right.
Hancock and Doyle, yeah, they've tangled for sure. Doyle's...
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Yeah. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. No. That's terrible.
Doyle made a flyer.
Yeah, having a look at the replay.
He's across Hancock there. Greg's gone. Maybe Greg was on his way down. I'm not sure. Doyle's bike almost clearing.
Needs to pick up some points here, but this is a really good lineup.
Matty Janowski off 1, Nicky Pedersen goes off 2, Peter Killerman gate 3, and Matty Zegar going off the outside gate. So Nicky Pedersen still needs... Yep, certainly is. Heat number 18, the bike's raw. Janowski has made the start on Pedersen. Now Killerman is trying the inside. Zegar has blasted around the outside. Whoa! No room for Pedersen.
Big crash.
That is a nasty one. All 3 riders down in an untidy heap. Nobody was giving anything there.
You see it again. Initially, of course, the inside gate working well. Janowski. Watch Zegar there. Lifts violently, runs very wide. Peter Kilderman coming across. God, that is tough.
That's a tough one to call as well, because Killerman could argue that he had the advantage there.
Chops back to the inside. Just them in front. Nicky Pedersen there, just not giving anything. And there's the contact. He throws the bike away, and then his bike.
Nicky Pedersen is sat up, by the way.
Oh, that's a tough crash. Bikes and bottles there, all over the place. I really don't know what Jim Lawrence is going to do here. Such a difficult call. Peter Kilderman coming across. On that angle, it looks like Kilderman just, and then it's just carnage from then on in. But the turn back from Peter Kilderman, he's perfectly entitled to do that. And it's...
Nicky sat up, just taking some water in, which is good to see.
Oh my goodness. If those boys get up and walk away from that, then...
This is round 7 of 12. Andreas Johnson off the inside in red, the Swede. Gate 2 in blue is Thomas H. Jonasson. Nicky Pedersen, gate 3 in white. Niels Christian Everson, who failed to score on his opening ride, is off the outside in the yellow helmet.
He is, and you know, it's of course not so that long ago.
Here we go then, heat number 6 it is, and it's a great start from Andreas Johnson off the inside. inside gate. Nicky Pedersen has gone to the fence and has gone to the back. Oh, he's got off the bike as well. Well, he's just picked up some unexpected drive there, and the red lights have now come on.
Wow.
Johnson, and Iversen. And Nicky Pedersen takes a tumble. He did in the week in the Swedish League, but I think Nicky is going to be okay here. It's an awkward tumble. He just
got off the back of the bike, didn't he? Lifted, but he had a bit of a push there from Andreas Johnson, who made a great start on the inside and allowed the bike to run into the first corner. Pedersen there just keeps going. He then overlocks and gets off the back of the bike. Interesting to see what Jim Lawrence does here. Whether he will consider that Andreas Johnson is the culprit here. Johnson's in front.
Pedersen is excluded. He's gone. Nicky Pedersen excluded from the restart. That is the decision. And let's hope that he's going to be okay and he can get up and walk away from this. We're going off the inside with Chris Harris, who's yet to score off 2. Thomas H. Jonassen goes off 3 in white. Peter Killerman goes off the outside in yellow. After this race, every rider will have completed 3 rides.
Absolutely. Could well be spectacular around the outside.
Here we go, heat number 12 it is then. Spectacular off the inside gate has made a good one. Watch out for Killerman, who's gone wide as Harris takes him to the boards. And down the back straight, Chris Harris has come through. Killerman's gone down, and that's a nasty landing for Peter Killerman at high speed. And his bike has gone a long way beyond him as well.
Well, it was so close down the back straight between Harris and Kilderman. Kilderman really coming on strong. I'm not sure whether Kilderman should have shut the throttle there. Wasn't very much room at all as they came out of the first corner on the opening lap. See it again. Kilderman's coming from the outside. It's a tough first corner. He gets pushed a little bit wider than possibly he wants to. Whoa, it just runs out of room. That's nasty. Harris there was alongside him. Little bit of argy-bargy there as they go into the corner.
This is the best angle.
Oh, it just runs out of room. Harris is not aware that he's really there. Harris is in front of him. And that's just unfortunate with Harris running wide and not being aware that there's a rider on the outside of him.
Here we go, heat 13, Thomas H. Jonassen off the inside with Cas Podzooks going off gate number 2 in blue, Chris Harris gate 3 in white, and Jason Doyle, who had that puncture last time out, he's off the outside. Green light is on, and we're away first time of asking here. It's a good start from Jonassen off the inside, and Harris tries the inside switch. Doyle is there around the outside. Oh, how on earth did this stay on the bike? I thought that was going to end in tears. Harris has the lead here. Magnificent from the British boy, Chris Harris. Now Jason Doyle is going to put him under all sorts of pressure going into lap number 2. And third in blue is Cas Podzooks of Latvia. I thought that was going to end in tears at one stage, but Chris Harris just picked them off, and he has the advantage now.
Yeah, what a ride from Harris. He's done very little this evening, but he made a really good move in the first corner, and it's paid massive dividends. Got himself to the front, and he looks like he's holding station there. Doyle's coming on strong in second place, but Harris has made that choice. He went to the inside, and it certainly paid dividends on the first 3 laps of this race. Doyle is a massive threat in second place. No question, Doyle, the Australian, coming on really strong.
Yeah, this is like a local derby in the UK with a Coventry man against a Leicester man, and here comes Doyle! Oh! Into the fence, Harris goes! Doyle charged up the inside, there are no red lights on, the race has now been completed, and we await the declaration of the result.
Well, Doyle dive bombed in Cardiff and got excluded, and I just wonder whether he's made the same mistake, because it was very close going down the back straight, and Doyle, of course, was had a lot of speed. He was coming on really strong as they went into the last lap. Harris had made the commitment to ride to the inside, switches to the inside now, lets the bike run in there. Harris coming back across.
Oh,
there's a little bit of contact there, unsettles him. I fear for Doyle here.
Bang, out, gotta go.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Jason Doyle, because second place would have put him onto 8 points, and 8 points is often enough to make the semi-finals. And
wow. Doyle looked over his shoulder. Doyle looked over his shoulder.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, Doyle's gone, confirmation. Jason Doyle, there's the yellow. Here we go with the first race of the night then, the first race indeed of the 2015 Monster Energy FIM Speedway World Cup. Mate Kuch of the Czech Republic going off the inside in the white helmet. Antonio Lindback, gate 2 in blue for Sweden.
On the rise in this part of the world, a former Grand Prix winner, of course, from Gorzhov. Here we go for heat number 1.
Greg Ackroyd of Great Britain is the man with the finger on the button, and it's a lovely start. Oh, Laguta's packed up, but it's a lovely... Lindback has well gone down, but Bartosz Marslik made a lovely start, but that is an awkward-looking tumble for Antonio Lindback. The race is stopped straight away in the rerun because he wasn't under power. I'm pretty sure of that.
Doesn't go very far at all, but look at Lindback. He gets squeezed a little bit. He then straightens up, pulls a big locker behind Schmarslik and gets it all wrong and falls very awkwardly in the first corner.
He'll have to go, won't he?
Yeah, it's his own mistake. Just gets in there. Bike just straightens up underneath him and then locks up violently and high sides over the footrest, throws him clear. I think he's okay, but you could see 2 exclusions here, which is far from ideal from the point of view of the meeting. It's a tight first corner, he pulls a big locker, it's a little bit greasy, bit of surface water on the track, and that's a very awkward pull.
Well, I think we'll only see 2 riders for the rerun. We're awaiting confirmation of that, but Artem Lagutsa
with 2 qualifying, but now all of a sudden they want to avoid it at all costs.
Jonsson, Janowski, Kudziaszov and Suchanek is the lineup across the grid then for heat number 2. Janowski will be told to behave himself. Heat number 2, and it's the 4th start of the night here. And going into that first turn, Jonsson is there. That's a good ride from Andreas Jonsson of Sweden around the outside. Here comes Janowski, he switches up the inside now. And Kudrashov, the Russian, is in the mix as well, with Suchanek trailing at the back. Oh! All over the place, my goodness.
Kudrashov straightens up almost to the point where possibly he had some sort of mechanical drama. Straightens up underneath Janowski. Janowski's okay, saw it coming. That could have been a lot worse. Good to see both riders up.
Yeah, that was potentially disastrous. Thankfully, he's okay.
Oh, I tell you what, his bike's not looking too good, is it?
Well, the bike's taken most of the impact, and that's good.
It has, but he straightens up there. Oh! Jonsson's so lucky, and how well did Janowski do here? Just look how well he does to react.
I think
sees him coming out of the corner of his eye and shuts the throttle. And Andreas Jonsson also extremely fortunate not to be high-sided here massively. Kudrashov there just straightening up, and the bike then running hard into the air fence. Oh, I tell you what.
He's caught Jonsson's knee with the front wheel.
He has. That could have been an awful lot worse.
But our information is that all the signs are that Lindgren will be called back into the Swedish side for Voyens. And whether it be the race-off or the final, maybe both. Linus Sundström off the inside for Sweden. This is heat 4, the most experienced Polish rider on show now, Jarek Hampel, but it's a super start from Linus Sundström in blue. Charging around the outside is Belousov, the Russian. Here he comes down the back straight. Whoa!
Hampel's going to get off as well. Oh, he's buried in the air fence. Belousov got completely squeezed up down the back straight by Sundström. He's got away with it, but no surprise, we see the start again. Hampel has made a poor start. It's for Sundström on the inside and Belousov around the outside as they go down the back straight. Belousov's got a great run there, and Sundström literally just squeezes him into the fence, and then Hampel there. Hampel's run into the bike, and that's why he's hurt. Hampel is unfortunate here because Belousov comes back across and clashes into Hampel. That's a hard move from Sundström to slam the door there. Hampel clouts the bike, he's out of control. And Hampel follows his own bike in, and I'm sure he's collected the motorbike, and that's why. Look at this. Belousov there getting alongside is slammed into the fence by Sundström. And then the contact between Hampel and Belousov, and from then on it's all the fireworks are let off then, because he gets away with it, the Russian, but the Polish boy Hampel does not.
Yeah. The Russian boy in yellow is back in the pits.
Sundström was completely unaware that the Russian was coming round the outside. I don't think it was...
Goods last year, he was the last heat hero last year to win it. And here we have Przemek Pawlicki off the inside for Poland in white.
Yeah.
Niels Christian Iversen, gate 2 in red for the Danes. Andreas Jonsson, gate 3 in blue for Sweden. And Chris Holder is coming in here on the outside for yellow for Australia.
Coming out of gates 2 and 3.
This will be an interesting first turn, that's for sure. Jonsson's made the start superbly. Pawlicki's there as well. Now what can Iversen do as Holder sweeps around the outside and Jonsson's gone to the back. And now it's Niels Christian Iversen who holds second place. Jonsson's going to come.
Drama! Oh, what a crash!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Holder does remarkably well there to put the bike down.
They're both okay.
Unbelievably. Tapes up into the first corner. Pawlicki great away from the tapes. Middle of the track, Jonsson riding way too wide.
Great ride by
Iversen now charges into the inside. Pawlicki pulls a lockout, and Iversen just wipes him out, and Holder. Holder, keep your eyes on Holder, Nigel. How well does he react? Well, we don't see it there. We don't see it there, it's a shame. But Holder does miracles here to get off the bike.
Fantastic.
Now Iversen just slams in the side of Pawlicki, all out of shape, off the back of the bike. Holder puts the bike down. Brilliant reactions from the Aussie.
That is fantastic from Chris Holder.
Yeah.
Straight away, both of them got
red
to the
exclusion light on Nige.
Niels Christian Iversen is excluded. So here we go with the first race of the Monster Energy FIM Speedway World Cup final. Przemek Pawlicki goes off gate number 1 in white for Poland. Antonio Lindback, gate 2 in blue for Sweden. Kenneth Bier, gate 3 red for Denmark. And Jason Doyle going off the outside in yellow for Australia. Kelvin Tatum, the man alongside.
One of the best tracks in Europe, I would say. It's a super ride, that's for sure.
Here we go, first race of the day, and who is going to get into that first turn? It's a very tight one. Bier's gone square. Nasty crash first race, and Bier has gone crashing into the air fence.
Well, total commitment as they went to the first corner, no surprise in that, but...
we'll see it again here.
Right, yes. Now, this is Jason Doyle on the outside of him, Antonio Lindback in there. Bier just bumps the shoulder of Doyle, who has every right to be there, and he loses control, and he lands heavily on his left side.
He's done well to get off the bike there,
He's done extremely well. Just a little bit of traffic. Initially, when he turns the bike, he's immediately lost control. He lets go of the handlebars and bails off the side of the bike. He's very fortunate he isn't tangled with the bike when they go to the air fence, and it's just hopeful that he hasn't damaged his left shoulder or arm. There, he's got himself. It's just a classic case of bunching. Now, you see his left arm flailing. Can't quite see the impact on the track behind Doyle. It's a heavy one, I can tell you that.
Back here in heat 7. Easily to get confused between the Poles and the Danes. Their race suits are very similar. Perhaps they ought to do like football, have a home and away strip. But anyway, here we go, heat 7. Chris Holder off the inside in yellow for Australia. Przemek Pawlicki, gate 2 for Poland. Linus Sundström for Sweden, gate 3 in blue. 7. Gate 4's not really been preferable so far, and Pedersen hasn't made that first turn. Charging hard now, Pedersen is going to have to go round the outside. Oh, room, Holder comes through. But just as Sundström went on one wheel there, that blocked the way through for Nicky Pedersen now. The lead is with Holder. Pawlicki holds second. Pedersen right through on Sundström, really working hard. Now he's going wide, Pedersen, and he's going to hunt down Pawlicki. He's going to come on the inside.
Oh, it's going to go down. Big decision for the referee. Big decision. Pedersen desperate to get amongst the points, swap to the
What happened earlier in the race? There we see Pawlicki has gone across the line of Nicky, and that has quite clearly wound Nicky up. Is Pawlicki looking for it? Is he looking for it? What is the referee's decision going to be now?
Well,
the decision has to be, has Nicky Pedersen caused Pawlicki to fall? Who has caused the stoppage of the race? That is what the referee has to decide.
On that evidence there, Nicky Pedersen has taken down Pawlicki. And I think Nicky Pedersen could be in danger of being excluded here. I can understand his frustrations because Pawlicki has gone right across in front of him down the back straight, but he has run in really hard underneath him. And there was some contact as they went into turn 3 that Bier on the inside, that might be the best place to be.
Yep, here it is, off the inside gate with Chris Holder going for double points off gate 2 in yellow. Maciej Janowski, gate 3 in white for Poland. And Linus Sundström, who's been in the thick of the action today as well. He goes off the outside in blue. We are down to the last 7 heats. to decide the World Cup champions.
Good one here.
Massive race coming up then here. Heat 14 and Holder has made a shocker. Absolute shocker for Chris Holder. Maciejowski then has that lead. Pierre comes up the inside and now Holder has to just lock, and that allows Sundström clear in third place. But this is a great ride from Maciejowski, and is this realistically Australia's hopes of a challenge going out of the window?
Well, it's not going to do him any favours. Chris dropped the clutch there and the bike just spun up. It didn't go anywhere, and that's a great shame for him. Super ride from Janowski, made a good start and he cleared off out in front. Pierre has responded. He's in amongst the points. Linus Sundström in third place. Holder trying to look for a way through, desperate to try and get anything out of this race. But Magic Janowski, he's looking terrific out in front. There's a lap to go for him. Should win the race.
And now Holder tries the inside run.
Sundström down. Oh, Holder's going to get excluded, I think. There's contact, there's definite contact, and Chris Holder, well, he runs in the side of Linus Sundström.
Well. This is the angle. Was there contact?
There was, yeah, there was contact.
I didn't see the first angle, to be fair.
Yeah, there is contact, and Chris Holder there just comes into the side of him and he pushes him and he unsettles him and he goes down. So, interesting to see what the ref does. He's probably got it. Yeah, he's excluded Chris Holder.
So, Chris Holder disqualifies. The tapes down this time. Kasper Zak off the inside. Pedersen off 2. Kasper Zak the world number 2. Pedersen the world number 3. Jepsen Jensen off 1. Of the Speedway Grand Prix 2015. Green light on. And they're away this time, and Kasper Zak has made a beauty off the inside. Now they're going to switch.
Batchelor just steamed in there, cleaned up Nicky Pedersen. Tough first corner for the opening race. Second time of asking, Kasper Zak had made a blinder off the inside. Batchelor could be in trouble here. He chopped back terribly.
Yeah, there was a slight gap there. Here's the replay. Is there room for Batchelor there?
It just cleans him up, Nigel. It's unfortunate because the gap is there for him and he moves in there, but he then just rides into the side of Nicky Pedersen. There now, he takes the chance, roars in there, but unfortunately he collects Pedersen on the way through.
I don't see any other decision, Kelvin.
He's got to go. He's got to go, and that's a disappointment for the Australian.
People will disagree when we say he's got to go, but at the end of the day,
well, he rides in the side of him.
It's the way it is, and ultimately he has taken Nicky Pedersen off. No major surprise there. He's pulled himself out of the meeting, actually. So commiserations to AJ there. Troy Batchelor off the inside, Golub off 2, Hampel off 3, and Chris Harris is off the outside.
Yeah, shame for Andrej.
Harris in gate 4, pointing towards that first turn, and they're away. First time of asking. What a start from Hampel in the white helmet colour. Magnificent start, and Harris now locks up and challenges in yellow here. Third place is Golub. Trailing at the back is Troy Batchelor, but Jarek Hampel kicking on, looking good, and Chris Harris is having a real go here. He'll fight for everything. The Great Britain rider, second place right now.
Yeah, what a start again from Jarek Hampel. Jet propelled away when the light went off. Oh, Batchelor's gone down hard, sliding onto the air fence as you go into turn 3. In the backstage, red lights are on. Yeah, he's disappeared. He's buried there. He can't get out. I think he's going to be okay, but he's desperately trying to get himself. He now re-emerges. He slid straight underneath the air fence there. Just running in a little bit wide, but what a start from Hampel. He was so sharp. I did mention at the beginning of the programming, hope he's okay. He's knocked himself about. Wants to be left alone.
Yeah, he took that knock at Swindon on the Bank Holiday Monday as well. It's his first meeting back. He's just run out of room there, hasn't he, really?
Yeah, he's coming in. Golub's going quite slowly there, and he's just carrying a lot more speed. Golub there just right in his way, and he has to avoid the back of him, but then he just runs out of track. Slides straight underneath the air fence there. I do hope he hasn't hit something behind it. Look at Golub. Oh, he actually catches the back of Golub's bike. But he's caught out a bit there because Golub wasn't actually...
That's what Chris Harris is all about. Heat number 10, Jarek Hampel off the inside gate in red. Ty Woffenden only 3 points so far for the former world champion. Chris Holder's yet to score, former world champion. Nicky Pedersen 2 points
so far.
Green light on, and they're away, and Hampel has made a good start off the inside gate. Red has that advantage. Pedersen's gone wide. Oh, he's in a rut. How has he stayed on the bike? Goodness only knows. And Holder has come through into second now. Woffington is holding the inside line, but Holder has got the better of Woffington. The lead is with Hampel. Second place, Chris Holder. Ty Woffington third, and Nicky Pedersen struggling to control the bike.
Well, how on earth did Nicky Pedersen stay on board there? He was all over the place in the first corner. Did remarkably well just to stay on his bike. Hampel away from the inside was sharp this time. Oh! Holder off the bike! Far too much grip, can't hang on. Gutted, absolutely gutted. The red lights are going to have to come on, are they? Yeah, he can't get off the track in time. Jarek Hampel there, he got a feel for Holder. He's failed to score in his first couple of rides, but just got caught out by a rut there in the first corner and just got thrown off the back of the bike.
Well, Nicky Pedersen was struggling there.
Well, Pedersen was remarkable how he just stayed on board on the opening lap. Holder there, much nearer the inside, grabs a whole load of grip here, and the bike just rears up underneath him, and he just can't hang on and lets go of the bike quite quickly. You see it here now, look. Just hits a rut, and the bike leaps away from him, and he has to bail off the bike. Hampel out in front, he's looking to coach. Oh, that's an awkward crash.
Well, they did complete the 4 laps there, we're told. Woffington off the inside in red. Jarek Hampel goes off gate 2 in blue. Jason Doyle off gate 3 in white. And Greg Hancock off the outside in yellow, looking very, very reminiscent.
Big race this, super lineup.
Here we go, heat number 4, and Woffington's made a good one, but what about Hancock from the outside? Gate number 4, working a treat once again. Now Hampel trying to go around the outside. Woffington who closes the door, and he had to as well, because Hampel was threatening to pounce. This is vintage Greg Hancock from the outside. Gate number 4 has the lead, has the race under control. Woffington is second. It's Jason Doyle third, and Jarek Hampel at the back.
Well, Doyle there was very forceful to get the better of the pole. Jarek Hampel, he came round the outside. Very brave move indeed. What a start that was from the outside. Gate 4 working brilliantly in the opening races. Woffington's got speed though. Keep your eyes on Ty Woffington. Oh, such a shame for Jason Doyle getting it wrong after making that big move. Please, he will be excluded. Here we'll see it again. The two boys really having to go at the front. He's all on his own. Comes into that first corner. Yeah, the back wheel just lets go on him. Catches him out. Just lands slightly off. You can see it's quite slick there now already. Back tire just let go on it. Not really an error there from the rider. Just